Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today, 1 Ounce Wednesday. On 1 Ounce Wednesday, I take a blind sample out of this box behind me, I pour it into a glass, and I blind review its blind sample ass. But today is a special Wednesday. Today I'm going to pull 2 samples out of the box, and those 2 samples are going to go blindly head to head in a blind 1 Ounce Wednesday bourbon skirmish, mash up, mix up, friggin' gonna kill 2 broads with 1 stone. I think that's the saying. Before we get this bourbon skirmish started, I want to remind you that this Friday is the Matt Madness Finals. Dan Shook of the Bourbon Junkies versus Grease from the podcast to determine who will be the 2025 Matt Madness Whiskey Tasting Invitational World Champion. Hell yeah! One of them will be the first ever 2-time champion in Matt Madness history. Who will it be? Grease or Shook? You'll have to tune in Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, live to find out. Be there or be friggin' somewhere that's more fun. But be there while you're doing whatever you're doing. Just tune in. If you're stuck at the top of a Ferris wheel on a first date with a hand in your pants, I still want you to be there, tuned in on your phone, in your pocket. Tell her to poke the like button while she's in there. That'll probably get it out. Sample 1. America. I will hide sample 1 in the front of the box. Nice. Whew. Got another one. America. Is there nothing in there? The hell? There appears to be not much in there. Oh well, we'll go with it. Putting it away. Sample 2 will go inside the main portion of the box. All right, we have a bit of a mismatch in size. Sample 1 being a lot more, sample 2 being not much. Not sure if I've sampled this before and then put the remainder back in the box, or if it was just a sample that was shorted, or if the sample leaked at some point. I do not know. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to get on with the show. By the way, if you watched last week's video and saw the whole fire thing, things are looking much better. The fire's like 61% contained or something like that. It's moved west. The day I shot the video was probably, and by probably I mean it was definitely the closest it ever came to us. Things are great, things are looking up. Appreciate each and every single one of you who had kind words in the comments. Means the world. I don't know. Your love is awesome. Could be a good song. Your love is awesome. On behalf of me and my family, thank you so much for caring. Glass 1. Kind of funky and oaky. Oak and caramel. Like an oak caramel cola. Dad used to call Coca-Cola caramel flavored battery acid. That's kind of what this smells like, in a great way. Ooh, a bit of cream soda. There is a little bit of a strange weirdness to it that's hard to put a finger on, but it is kind of like a bit of a twinge, like a ting-ting at the top of the nose. Like as it peeks out, it gets kind of peaky, it gets kind of pointy, it gets kind of like a protruding, pointy, not sure if it's part of the oak or maybe some sort of a grain thing going on here, but it's got some sort of a weirdness to it, bit of an awkwardness. Glass 2 on the nose. What in the hell is even that? What on earth is that? Whoa. Wow. It's very pungent. It is very strong. It smells like something that's been double barreled inside of like maybe 3 or 4 barrels, like 5 barrels or so. What is that? Why is there only that much of it in there? What in the hell? Smells like when you first get like a brand new coffee pot or something and you plug it in for the first time, or like a space heater, or the first time you turn your heat on in the winter and you get that like smell of heater where you're like, what is something on fire? And you're like, no, it's just the heater. It smells like that the first time you turn it on. It kind of smells like that if there were eggs in the heater. If this were a straight nose off, glass 1 would win. Glass 1 would win, glass 2 would not. Glass 1 down the hatch. Glass 1 is nice. I would say that it is probably around 100 proof or so. It reminds me of a bourbon. Distillery, not sure, maybe somewhere in like Old Forester camp, or like maybe like a Four Roses camp or something like that. And also kind of reminds me of a bird's nest. And when I say a bird's nest, I'm like, literally imagine a bird just stuffing a bunch of like hay and twigs and like just like crafting the perfect bird's nest. CYPBN, craft your perfect bird's nest. Both of these glasses have me kerfuffled. Nothing special on here. This doesn't do anything special for me. It's not like blowing me away in any sort of way. It's just good. I'd say it's just good. If I had to give it a score, I would give glass 1 a score of like 7.1. It tastes like a $60 shelf bourbon. That's what I think that is. Do I even want to taste glass 2? I think I have to. Wow, fudge. Wow, I wish you could smell this. It smells like, wow. Going for a taste. Little sipper. That is very high proof. That weirds me out. That weirds me out. I don't necessarily know if I like it. It's like 150 proof. I'm gonna say it's 150 proof. It is super double barreled. It's super high proof. It's super potent in some strange ways. I'm sure that a lot of you out there would absolutely love this. For me today, it's turning me off. I don't know why, but it's turning me off. It's turning me off hard. And I will say that it just gets a score of 5.9. It's just not my jam. It's not my jam, not today. That tastes like it's been double barreled and in the heat. And that's just not something that I typically enjoy. The winner of this 1 Ounce Wednesday Bourbon Skirmish is glass number 1. I'm gonna reveal the winner first. Old Forester King Ranch, 105 proof. Thank you, Bill Kavanaugh, for Old Forester King Ranch. The weirdness I got on the nose of that must have been the mesquite. And now the strange one, the one that I didn't necessarily like, but blew my mind apart and my tongue apart, that's super high proof. That is, where is it? Was this it? Willet Family Estate 9-year, 145 proof, barrel 5223. I'm not sure who the sample is from. That must have been a super short barrel or something. Holy crap. That's a crazy barrel. That is a crazy barrel. Thank you to whoever sent this, barrel 5223 of Willet Family Estate. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep right in the clouds with your mind. I'm not forgetting about Friday night. Friday night, dang it. Friday night, Matt Madness Finals, Dan Shook Bourbon Junkies, Grease from the podcast going head to head, mano a mano, one-on-one. Who's gonna be the 2025 Matt Madness Whiskey Tasting Invitational World Champion, the first ever two-time champion in Matt Madness history? Gonna have to tune in on Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern to find out. See you then. See you there. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Bye.